Hi, today I'm going to be showing you a couple of different variations of side plank. So when you're ready, coming onto your side on your mat, bringing yourself into a plank position so you're nice and straight, don't have the feet too far out in front. Make sure that your hips and your heels and your shoulders are all nicely in line. And this is actually the first starting position that I'm going to show you. Now what you're going to start to do is start to lift up through the hips, and something that's going to make that easier for you is if you turn this hand to face the ground and make sure that you have enough length between your shoulder and your ear. Try not to slouch, and that's going to activate this arm. So really push down into the elbow and into your forearm. So side plank is a yoga pose, but it's used by a lot of personal trainers. You may have seen it in other workouts and things because it's a really good targeted core workout. It's very good for the sides, it's good for the waist, which I love. And actually over the years of practicing it, it's something that I really do enjoy doing. Whereas at first it was a pose that I just feared. I had the fear that I was always going to fall backwards. So it just shows you that if you feel the fear and do it anyway, that over time it will become much easier. So if you feel the same, start like this. So what I want you to think about when you're lifting your hips, if you were just to press into your arms, your body's pretty heavy, you know, it's quite difficult to lift your hips from the floor. But something that's going to make it easier is activating your legs. So pull your toes in towards you, squeeze the feet together, squeeze the thighs together. I want you to get rid of any spaces between the legs. And when you're ready to lift up, I want you to take the weight into this front hand and start to press into that inside, the outside edge of the foot that's on the floor, to raise the hips. Now you might be able to get your hips in an inch from the floor, they might be able to come up a little bit higher. Have a little play around with that for a couple of breaths, see how you can come up and back down. And again, it's just a funny thing to get used to pressing into this way. You know, we're used to doing the normal plank, this is kind of, our muscles are used to going that way. But when it's sides, often our side muscles are quite weak because we don't work them out so much. This is going to be really good for your overall core strength. Now if you were able to come up and hold it for a few breaths here, you can come up and lift into the hands again, squeezing those legs together. And that would be your first position to keep practicing on. I'll show you on the other side now. If you want to come, excuse me, a little stage further with this, and you really want to start working on getting into that full side plank position, which again has taken me a long time to be able to actually get in here and be comfortable. The way that I worked my way in was by coming in almost like a tripod, so by using my leg as a little bit of support. So taking your hand down, taking your knee in line, and taking your back foot all nicely lined up with each other will allow you to then stack your shoulders. And again, it allows you to feel what it's like to get that nice opening up through your chest, still lifting the hips up nice and high. And you should feel in this like you were kind of lying up against the wall, or you can do it lying up against the wall. It's actually quite nice. That'll kind of take away the fear of actually falling backwards. Now over time, if you've practiced that, what you're going to find is you're going to strengthen into your wrists a lot, your shoulders, and that kind of side core strength, and then you'll be able to take it into the full side plank. So the way that I would come into the side plank is by coming in just the way that we started, taking that side leg away, and then getting that nice opening up. Now if I relax my legs, they start to fall down, so squeeze the inner thighs, toes are pulled in, hips are lifted up nice and high. Just try and keep your arm that you're resting on, you can see it shaking, that's fine. Don't lock it out. Keep a little bend in that arm and have a nice uplifting through the chest. Okay, so give it a go, guys. It's an amazing pose. You feel absolutely incredible when you get in there for the first time, so give it a try.